Hello, my name is Reno and welcome to my channel. If you are interested in software engineering, software engineering management or leadership, then you're at the right place. If you are not really interested in this, then you might still like it, you might still like the content because I'll be filming it not in front of the usual wall in the speaking head style, but I'll be filming it in interesting places like here in London. So we are currently on the London Bridge. There is Shard in there, there is Tower Bridge there, and just in front of us is the City of London, where I'll be filming majority of this video. So before we fully start, let's first enjoy this beautiful British summer. Grey sky, light rain, and no sun anywhere around. Perfect, just like I like it. So let me introduce myself. My name is Reno, as I said before. I used to be software engineer and I became software engineering manager. And last almost 10 years I've been working in software engineering leadership in several roles, mostly here in City of London. So I've been tech lead, lead engineer, engineering manager, senior software manager in several companies in my career. And before it, I spent over 10 years as being hands-on software engineer. I was junior engineer, mid-level engineer, and senior engineer for many years, and I worked in several companies and in different stacks. I worked in middleware, I worked in cloud, in UI, I worked on server-side development for on-premise appliances, on cloud appliances and private cloud. And then I also worked in the public cloud in AWS. And before starting being professional software engineer, I studied in university. I studied first bachelor's, or how they call it in the US, undergrad. And then I studied master's as well, both in computer science. I think this was very useful for me when I was studying and starting the career. And before university, I taught myself how to code by just reading books and experimenting. I started when I was 13 and I started with no internet at the time. So it's hard to imagine now, but this is how I learned back then. So after starting to program at an early age, I got interested in competitive programming. You might know it as leetcode these days, but so I started competing at local level, then national and international, and then at the end I was winning multiple worldwide competitions in the competitive programming, aka leetcode. And then after that I became coach for some large competitions, and that was my hobby for quite a long time before I became professional software engineer. So all of that might have sounded like humble brag. It's bragging in a humble way, but I decided to tell you this because it's useful for credibility. You don't know yet who I am, so now you know a bit, and then later, if you would be interested, I can record more detailed video about how it has been going these last 30 years of me developing software. So a little bit of excursion. We're still in the City of London, so that is walkie-talkie building. There is very nice rooftop sky garden, so I recommend you go there. And then we're approaching the bank area. So it's very crowded during the week. It's about 500,000 people work here, mostly in finance, but on the weekend just 5,000 who live here. And then there are some tourists who roam around and see magnificent buildings. And the City of London is one of two main financial centers in in London, so in a city, and the other one is Canary Wharf, which looks very modern, and then this looks very classical, and I prefer this place much more to Canary Wharf. So what are the goals of my channel? I think one of the main goals is just to practice talking to camera, practice public speaking, but then also to arrange my thoughts on different subjects. So before recording a video, I'll have to think about things more clearly and then put them in video. So just by doing these two things, I think I'll be happy in my achievements. And then any other benefits, I think it's hard to predict. So we'll see where it goes. It might lead to some new businesses. I might get involved into consultancy work in the future. So we'll see. I think it's important just to get going and then see what happens. So I've been in business a couple of times before. So I've started my software company, small size software company. It was partially successful. I have started a retail company online as well, which was partially successful as well. And then I'm always thinking of the new things I could be starting in my spare time. So here we are in the center of the city of London. That's the Bank of England and the Royal Stock Exchange. So other topics I'll be covering in my channel was working as software engineer in different countries. So majority of my career I spent here in the central London, but I have worked in the Silicon Valley in Bay Area as well, and I worked for a few months in many different countries. I worked abroad from countries like Italy, France, Spain, Portugal, Greece, Cyprus, Croatia, and maybe a couple more. So these will be some additional topics for the channel. So let's adore these skateboarders right in the city of London. During the week is the financial capital. During the weekend it seems to be capital of skating. I mean skateboarding. So the plan and the goals for the channel is I'll try to record a lot of short videos. So my target is to post one short on most of days and then to post about one long format video every week, which all doesn't sound a lot, but then if I manage to do it, then at the end of the year I'll have about 50 long form videos and about 200 or 300 shorts. So I think that would be a great achievement at the end of the year. So even if I achieve that, I think I would be really happy. But then if I get plenty of new subscribers, then that would be even better. And the format of recording videos will be just like this. So it will be, I think, quantity over quality. I won't be creating very polished videos, but instead of that, I'll be focusing on the content itself, and then video will be light touch editing, I think, and then posting in a shorter period of time so that I can get more topics covered instead of covering few and then making them look and sound perfect. So to kickstart the content, I think I'll record a few short videos today about the use of AI and use of AI specifically for engineering leaders, how I use it, started to use it day to day. So there'll be a few shorts on this topic, and then I'll be expanding more and more. I think I'll start with software leadership and management, with all of different things you can imagine, and then later I go from there. Maybe I cover more tech aspects of things, or maybe I'll just stay on the management side and leadership side of things, the motivation, creativity, performance, and just tons of different things we can cover on this channel. And this road used to be a road for cars, and now it's a nice cycle lane, which is great to see. So I think that's it. That's the end of the intro. I hope you liked it, and I hope I see you soon back on my channel. So I would really appreciate if you like, subscribe, and maybe put in a comment of what kind of topics you would be interested in. Either it's how to break into software engineering or how to advance as hands-on engineer. Is it worth going to leadership and management or not? How to progress quickly, how to perform well, and so forth, and how to be happy software engineer. So thanks a lot, and I hope to see you all very soon on my channel. Ciao. When writing videos, when doing content creation, you need to be quick in London, because 1 minute it's sunny and nice and next minute it's raining, and then your production stops. And if you're still here, let me explain you why I'm wearing my sunglasses. I think there are a couple of reasons in London. One is to protect my eyes from sun, or as it's today, to protect my eyes from the rain. But in all honesty, I think it's just easier to record videos, because then I don't need to look right into the camera all the time. I can look around, so it's easier for me. For now, hope you don't mind. Ciao and have a nice day.